And we expect to hear serious charges today as Congress looks at the security situation in Libya. Today's hearings come in the wake of last month's attack that killed U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens and 3 other Americans.
Witnesses say they'll tell a House committee that for months the State Department rejected their pleas to maintain high security at the consulate in Benghazi. Elizabeth Palmer is there, and she has new information about that deadly attack.
The U.S. compound in Benghazi now sits empty and abandoned. If the men who attacked these buildings on September 11th used heavy weapons, there are few signs of it. But over every window, there is evidence of the billowing smoke that killed 2 of the 4 Americans who died that night, including Ambassador Chris Stevens. State Department sources say the attackers arrived at the gates around 9:40 in the evening. As they swarmed into the compound, a security agent, the ambassador, and another American took refuge in the sleeping quarters of the main building, which lay behind a heavy steel door that was double-locked with barred windows all around. While other security agents went to get more weapons, the attackers entered the building and, unable to get past the gate, sprayed diesel fuel all around and lit a fire. Cell phone video from that night shows just how fierce the blaze was. As it took hold, thick smoke inside the main building forced the Americans to try to leave. First, the security agent, probably through this window, with the bars by then removed. The other 2, including the ambassador, didn't follow. But at that stage, the smoke was so dense, the agent couldn't return. Later, other security personnel did try, but failed to find Chris Stevens. And it was only hours later that his body was pulled out of that same window by a crowd. Now, a month later, Post-it notes cling to the blackened walls, left behind by FBI investigators who finally made it to the crime scene for a single day last week. For CBS This Morning, I'm Elizabeth Palmer in Benghazi.
Senior